As you can tell, we decided to take the back cover off of the chair to give us better access to the wires. For some vehicles, this is going to be an option where the cover comes off with a few snaps, and it's really not that hard, and that'll give you access to the wires. Other vehicles, where depending on the way they design the chairs, you may not have a cover to take off. So this is one of those things that you just have to deal with based on the vehicle. And if the cover won't come off, then the solution is to really have the wires pulled down to the bottom, fish them down there, and then you can access the wires from the bottom of the chair. Usually the bottom of the chair will open up. Okay, what we've done so far is there's two wires coming down from the two posts. You've got your left wire and your right wire, and the left wire is designed to connect up to the power of the headrest monitors. So inside your box you will also find a power wire assembly with an S-video cable, a fuse box, and some RCA wires, and black and red. Well, the black and red wires are the important ones because these will connect to the power and the ground. And so what we've done is we've wired through the vehicle up to the fuse box this wire assembly for the left headrest, and this end still coming out. Okay, once you have that wired up, and I'll show you here in a minute what it looks like up front, then the two cables need to go together, and you want to make sure you line them up the way they're supposed to be and connect them together. And there's only one way for this to go together, and also this connection is different than this connection, so you do not want to accidentally hook them up wrong because you'll bend the pins inside. Alright, so now we have the power wire connected. You'll notice the green wire is the FM transmit wire. This is sending out the signal to the radio, wireless signal, so that you can dial your radio to the frequency and hear the sound of these through the car speakers if you'd like. This is an antenna wire, so it actually will not hook up to anything. So we've just taped it up to kind of string it through the seat so it can send a stronger signal. Now the right wire is for the signal out. So this is this cable, once connected, will allow us to send the audio and video from one headrest unit to the audio and video of the other headrest unit. And for that, the wire assembly you're going to need is the other wire assembly that you'll see in the box, and it's very simple. One end has the S-video cable, and the other end is the RCA cables. Again, you're going to want to make sure you line this up correctly so that it will connect only one way. Alright. A good idea to go before we go any further is to tape with black electrical tape the connections of the two cables. This is good for two reasons. One, you don't want the metal from this connection touching any other metal. Could interfere with the functioning of the headrest unit. And then the second reason is these wires could be hanging under the seat depending on how you hide them, and children's feet and passengers getting in and out could step on the cable and disconnect it, and then you might think that the unit's not working, but it's really just disconnected. So black tape is just a simple solution to make sure those will not come apart and nothing will touch them. Before I forget, I want to mention also the other power option available with the wired assemblies that come with our Group A and our Group D headrest monitors. That's the cigarette lighter power supply. So instead, if you do not want to connect the red and the black to the fuse box, and you're looking for a quick and easy solution, you can plug the cigarette lighter to the power cord and then plug this into the cigarette power in the vehicle. Now, something that's very important I want to mention is if you choose to use the cigarette lighter, make sure you tape up the red and the black wires so they don't touch anything before, during, and after. Now, don't tape them together, tape them apart so that these will not touch anything once you plug this in. You don't want to blow any fuses by accident. What we've done with the power cable, this is the front side of the car, is we run it under the plastic molding all the way up to the fuse box inside the vehicle. Now, I know it's going to be hard to see, but basically we found a fuse that'll put out 12 volts of power and it's a switched fuse, meaning that once you turn the key in the vehicle, the power will go on for the headrests. Now, you can do it either way. You can power the headrest to an always hot fuse so that you have to turn them on and off with the button on the headrest, or you can do it on a switched fuse so they always are powered only when the key in the car is turned, much like the car stereo. We've got our headrests installed into the seats, and I showed you earlier we have the power wires connected. So the next thing to do is to connect the audio-video cables, the RCA cables. You've probably seen cables like this before on your VCR or in your home, so it's very simple. But you want to connect the out signal from unit A to the in signal of unit B, and then go backwards as well, so the out signal of unit B connects to the in signal of unit A, so that at any time you could be watching two separate DVDs at the same time, or you could watch one DVD on this unit and see it over here and hear it over here at the same time, or vice versa. So it gives you a lot of flexibility, and they're very easy to connect. The yellow cable is the video, so you connect the in and the out together. The white cable is the audio, one of the audios, and the red cable is the other audio, left and right. So now at this point we've got all three of these connected so that the signal can go from here to here. And as I mentioned earlier, it's always a good idea to use black tape, and we've done that here on the other direction. So now we've got a full loop connected. We've got the black tape. The next thing to do is to hide the wires. Alright, we've got all the wires hidden. We've got everything connected. We put the backs of the seats back in. Look at that. How's that look? Let's see how this works. Okay. We want to, very simple, put a DVD in, close the door. I like to use two hands just to get on both corners and not really push it in the middle or on the screen. It should load up here. You can hear it spinning. I've got our all-in-one remote. I put some batteries in, so this is what you use to control the DVD players. You use it this way as a remote control to control the DVD player, and then you'll use it this way while you're playing some of the games. So right now it's reading and booting up the DVD, and you can see over here we have no video playing yet. But if I were to say, hey, I want to watch the same DVD, look at that. Now we're watching the same DVD on both units by just pushing the DVD AV button. So it's that easy. And you'll notice I'm kind of pointing the remote so that it only affects one of the players. And maybe it would be a good idea to mute this. Okay, so you can hear me better. It has the built-in DVD speakers, so you can hear it, like you heard just a minute ago. But you can also push the IRTX button, and that will turn the built-in speakers off and will turn the infrared wireless signal on for the headphones. And I don't have my headphones here, but once you put your headphones on and you're sitting behind this seat, you have this on channel A. You'll see A if I push it once, B if I push it twice, and off. So if you have this on channel A, your headphones on channel A, you'll hear this unit. You can turn that one over there to channel B, and then you're listening and watching different DVDs and not interfering with each other. So it's very handy. So there you have it. You've got your double DVD players. I'm going to power them off. They look really nice when they're zipped shut. That looks like it was factory installed. Gotta love it. Alright, that's it for how to install headrest monitors from OnFair. Thank you very much.